Hey, how's it going guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have a pretty significant PlayStation 5 leak. Apparently a new photo got leaked online that shows basically two PlayStation 5 dev kits as well as a pair of DualShock 5 controllers. Now, I want to get straight to the point before I start explaining you guys on what is really happening here with the new PlayStation 5 dev kit situation. Now, some developer that holds the access to the kit has of course leaked the new image where you can see two new PS5 kits laying on the desk along with the all new DualShock 5 controllers. Now, the controllers might look similar to the DualShock 4s, but this is how the PS5 controllers are currently designed. Thanks to the Sony patents for leaking out the architectural designs for the new DualShock 5, now it seems like the patents leaks were indeed true. Now, looking at these controllers, the one big difference I immediately noticed is that the DualShock 5 has that new bulky feel added to it compared to the DualShock 4. You can clearly see that the PS5 controller design looks much bigger and it feels like it fits right in with much bigger hands like myself. But previously the PS4 controllers, it always felt like it was just too small for people with bigger hands, and that was the one big reason to why I always felt like the grip on the Xbox One controllers felt a bit better than the DualShock 4s, and it seems like Sony has finally addressed their issue with their previous controllers and now have changed up the design for the DualShock 5. Now guys, that pretty much sums up the thoughts on the controllers. Now let's address the all new PS5's official dev kits that's shown off in this image. Now, the dev kit shown here does really stick up to what the other leaks and other 3D models were shown online a couple days ago. The console overall does look pretty big and also has a lot of air ventilation so that the console always stays cool. Now, I've read many community opinions on this one where some, or at least vast majority of them, think that the dev kits really look ugly and as a lazy design. Now, you guys need to know that this is just a developer's kit. Sony only provides these to the dev teams in order to get a kickstart over for the launch day and all the games that are supposed to be arriving for the PlayStation 5, and in no shape or means does this mean that this is going to be the final retail version or the design for the new PlayStation 5. Now, in the same picture here, look towards the right side, there are two other really ugly looking boxes. Now, those two boxes are PS4 and PS4 Pro's dev kits. And take a look at these retail version of the PS4 and PS4 Pro, it doesn't even look close to what their dev kits versions looks like. But in some exceptional cases like PlayStation 2's dev kit, the retail version and the dev kit almost looks the same, with just a difference that PS2's dev kit looks much fatter and bigger in size, and the actual PS2 retail version looks smaller and much slimmer, and that's pretty much all the difference that Sony put up with the PS2's version. Now, this could also be the same case with the PS5's dev kits, where Sony might decide to go with the V-shaped design with all some really good airflow ventilation designings similar to the dev kits that they've shown here, but there sure will be a slight to a massive difference from what we currently witness in this picture. To be honest, I personally like this design and I don't really see what's wrong with this design here. It looks like a mixture of a retro and a little bit of a futuristic theme. But the most important thing here is the amount of airflow option that DevKit currently has, and this can easily keep your console super cool even with a very long usage and even if you play games that demand more hardware requirements. And a design like this could totally keep your console on a pretty safe temperature while giving you guys the best performance as possible. Now, the most important thing of all is not the design, but the performance that the PS5 could deliver to us audience, to us players with all the upcoming games that are coming out without any heating issues or without any kind of issues. We need the best performance as possible. So the more ventilation and more airflow options they give to the console, the better your console is going to run the game, and you can also avoid the risk of melting down your consoles, where previously the PS4, some stated that the consoles did melt down due to overheating issues with the PS4 Pro, and I honestly hope that Sony has learned from their previous mistakes and they're trying to make it better with the PS5's version. Now, on the dev kit here, there's a LED display screen available, which said to be showing the IP, netmask, gateway, MAC, and DNS numbers, along with some network check status settings. But as we know, there are a lot of genius brains in the online worlds, and one of those genius brains can somehow witness that Demon's Soul remake being written on that display. Yes, that's right. I'm not even trying to be funny here. Some people literally see Demon's Souls remake when they zoom into this fucking picture. And of course, more people, as usually being a goat, actually did believe that this image here is displaying Demon's Souls remake. Like guys, are you fucking serious for real? Just for the reference here, when I zoomed into the picture, I actually can see Grand Theft Auto 6. And look, it also has Rockstar Games trademark on it. Drop a comment, hashtag I like nipples if you guys also see Grand Theft Auto 6 written in the display, or if you think you see Demon's Souls remake, then you, my friend, are definitely not welcomed here. Now, of course, I was joking there. I don't see no Grand Theft Auto 5. If you guys thought that I was being serious, then you, my friend, are the true meaning of an MVP. I honestly cannot believe how stupid one can be to actually think that they see Demon's Souls remake by looking at those IP addresses. These people are legends, and I honestly believe the government should write their names on the history books so the future kids can laugh about how stupid their ancestors were. Now, of course, the new LED display could be something that is only available on the PS5 dev kits, and who knows, maybe we might even have a LED screen that can show us the accurate FPS rates with CPU and GPU usage and the temperature of your console, including the ping and your network status shown on the display, which I honestly think would be one of the best features to have for the first time on the Sony's console. Now, of course, Xbox One X already does have the FPS tracking and network status settings available on their machines, but getting a further in-depth touch to the feature like console temperature and a few other options would really make the PS5 a step ahead of what Xbox is planning with their next-gen hardwares and visuals. Now, Sony has also confirmed that the PlayStation 5 will have a more custom game installation options, pretty much like a PC, but not entirely like an actual PC, but it sure does seem to be moving slowly towards the more customizable options and in giving players the freedom on choosing their own settings for the games and installations. But they haven't really given us any more further information or details on how the new installation and the game settings features would really work, but we sure will be getting a lot more during the February 2020's PS5 official reveal event. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but on both the DualShock 5 controllers, the LED light bar behind the controllers have now been completely removed, and the controller is also being charged using a C-type charger. The reason why Sony did this is basically to achieve more battery life on the DualShock 5, because previously a lot of complaints on the DualShock 4 was on how quickly your controllers would run out of juice, especially with games that take advantage of the controller vibrations. Now, on the DualShock 5, there's a whole new feature that focuses on a new dynamic vibration, which if you guys want to know more about, then I've made an entire video on all the new features in the DualShock 5, which will totally blow your minds off on how much Sony has improved when it comes to gaming immersion with the DualShock 5 controllers. I will leave that video's link in the description of this video. Make sure you guys watch it, do not miss it, because that video has so much information about the new controllers. So basically, due to all of these new features coming to the PS5 DualShock 5s, it is best to remove the unwanted LED lights so we can get much more better battery life and also much faster charging capacity. Now, some of you might ask, if they removed the LED lights, then how are the VR sensors gonna work in the controller? Well, for that, Sony has now confirmed that the sensors are going to be built inside the controller and will be much better than what we had on the DualShock 4s. Now, with the new leaked image being out, I want to ask you guys one question. Do you guys like the PS5's dev kit design with multiple airflow options, or do you guys prefer a more sleeked design for the PS5's retail version? Now that is pretty much the question. Let me know what type of a look do you guys want to see with the PS5's retail version down below in the comment section. So far, these are all the information we have on the PlayStation 5's leaked dev kits, and I'm pretty sure there will be a lot more information officially coming out directly from Sony's part of end during the February 2020's PS5 reveal event, which is when they usually reveal their new consoles all the time. And I sure as hell will keep all of my subscribers up to date on all the news and information on the next-gen consoles and also on the next-gen games, especially CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077, which I am the most excited about. So if that is something you guys love to watch, then always feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn the video notifications on so that you guys always stay updated on all the latest news and updates on next-gen video games. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of a day and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace out, lads.